Welcome to this video. This is my first attempt at ever flying a drone over our property in Northwest Ohio. We're in big ag country, as you'll see. This woodlot and farm in general totals 115 acres. The field that we're going to be flying over was recently converted to a wetland as part of a CREP wetland project through the H2 Ohio initiative. So everything you see between the creek and the woods, this L-shaped field was entered into a wetland project. It was total about 12.5 acres. The remaining grass between the wetland and the creek is currently enrolled in a filter strip. And 4 years ago now, as a mid-contract management, we sprayed the existing grasses multiple times, disked the ground going into winter, and then frost seeded switchgrass. We used real-world switchgrass and did the entire filter strip on the inside of the creek. And as we get further along in the video, you'll see more of that on both sides of the creek as we make a turn and go down the other leg of this field. That's come in really nicely. Again, we're in just came through our fourth growing season, and it has done really well. Did require some herbicide usage early on, lots of mowing, but at this point it's very well established on both sides of the creek. So as you can see, our farm extends all the way north of that creek, all the way to the highway, and there's approximately 40 acres of tillable north of the creek. But this L-shaped field was what was converted to a wetland. You see along the west edge of the woods there is a annual screen. At the time when filming this video, that was Egyptian wheat. Now that has really filled in as a switchgrass screen. And on the inside of that, we have a perennial clover, alfalfa, chicory, multiple other species mix. And we plan to do a orchard down along the edge of the woods there. So we've got several videos that we've taken during the construction process with the heavy equipment. We utilized a earth mover, an excavator, a bobcat, as well as a backhoe. And we also used a sheep's foot roller in the construction of the wetland. There is 2 pool areas, each totaling 1 acre, each with a dike surrounding the pool area, and each dike has a water control structure to give us some control over the water level in order to help establish a shrub wetland. We completed the upland area seeding with an upland mix through NRCS. We also completed edge feathering as part of an EQIP contract on the perimeter of the woods, felling the trees right out into the field. In our wetland pool areas, we purchased a wetland mix through Ernst Seed. It was their food and cover mix, I believe, designed for wetlands. It had a large shrub component. We also customized the mix to include duck potato, as well as some extra shrub seed. We use that to seed the bottom of our pool areas. After construction of the wetland, we went through the pool areas with the excavator and basically took scoops, full buckets full, as deep as we could get, lifting and dropping a bucket at a time, working our way from one end to another to eliminate the compaction from the construction process. This resulted in a very uneven surface throughout the pool area. We then seeded directly onto that as a frost seeding. And early in the spring, the following spring, we planted around 1,000 red osier dogwood cuttings, as well as a couple thousand other shrub species that like the wet. So follow along. We'll have many other videos documenting this process, and look forward to sharing it with you.